No, Billy!
Surprise, Sydney.
You know, you learn a lot when you watch movies over and over. Thank God you're okay.
Hey, roomies.
Surprise, Sydney.
Hello, Sydney. Surprised?
Her own son.
Mrs. Loomis? What?
I know. Welcome to Act 3.
Great job. This is gonna be fun.
Oh,
That was really
What's
good.
up,
I
what's
was
up,
awesome.
everybody? Welcome to the Christmas Show Talk Movies. I'm Chris,
I'm Shell.
and tonight we are doing our Ghostface ranking. Michelle, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good, excited to do this. And as you can see, we have a special guest with us tonight. We have Kyle from the Flett from Another World. Kyle, how are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm definitely excited to dive into ranking our Ghostface. We all go a little mad sometimes. So we're gonna
Me
rank all of
too.
these.
That was a really great opening.
That
Nice
was
job.
an awesome intro. I was just hoping I know because of copyright, we can't get the whole music in there. But I know where that was going. That was awesome. So I'm happy to
Yes.
be
That
here.
was good.
So,
Yeah, I made sure I snipped it right at the last minute. Yeah, I'm excited to
Otherwise,
do
they
this.
come for you.
Yes, I think our list. I'd be very surprised if our lists are very similar. Wouldn't surprise me if they're very
Mine's going
different.
to be very different, I think.
and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what makes
No,
it fun. That's what makes it fun. If all we're the same, it'd be boring as hell.
Right.
that's right.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I love all the movies though, no matter where I rank these Ghostfaces, love them all. So,
Yes, I'm the same. We all have our
I
different
like them all.
rankings.
I like them all for what they are. Like 4 is my
Yeah.
least favorite, but there are
Okay.
parts of 4 that I really enjoy.
Oh yeah, there's really
A lot of
when
it,
it
though.
comes to 4, there's really some dark stuff that I love. I like, okay, that's Kevin, and you know where the other writer comes in. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
so where it goes wrong and where it goes right.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So before we get into our ranking, Kyle, do you want to tell us about some just some recent streams that you've done lately, and maybe some things you've got coming up?
Well, I just recently did a top 10. Me and Carrie Grayson discussed the top 10 villains mask, which was awesome. I never have talked about my favorite villains mask ever, so that was a blast. You will catch me on later tonight on Destination Station channel for Scream 6 if you want to check that out, folks. I got interviews
Yeah,
coming up.
definitely check that out.
Got interviews coming up, which I can't wait to share, and then me and Emma, and then me and Em and Chris eventually do continue the Halloween watch party series, and I'll be on your guys' channel for a lot of Scream this month. So
Great.
Yes, it's going to be fun. All right. So who wants to start?
I'll
Shall
go
we want
first
to
because I'm the lady. Because I'm the
All right.
lady.
You
Well,
start.
nobody's ever really called me that, but
Shall what's your,
my number
what's your number
13
13?
is Charlie.
Charlie.
I hate. Well, he's Scream 4, so you know.
yeah,
But
I was expecting that.
I can't stand him. He's whiny, especially during the reveal. I don't try to figure out who Ghosty is. If I do, great. Like Bailey. You know, I mean, I knew he was Ghostface when he was in the credits. When they first announced that he was going to be in it, sort of thing. So I don't try to figure out the mystery. I just watch it and let it unfold like it does for the characters. I was shocked that it was him, but he's a whiny little prick. Oh, he didn't get the girl, so he's gonna kill everybody. Whatever.
Whining about Kirby. I know.
I can't. Like, you know how in 3, right before what's her name? I can't remember her name. Jenny McCarthy. Right before she gets it and she's talking to Roman and she's like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's me with Charlie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Virgo, hello.
Yeah, I can't.
It's a psycho, but anyway.
I was really glad that she killed him. I was like, yes. The best thing she did in the whole movie.
I'm just checking out your music video awards.
That is a great scene. I mean, it's short-lived, and her death is horrible because it's boring, and it could have been so much better. It could have been a great chase scene, but
especially the word
it's a great little scene.
Especially where Ghostface
really is great.
comes out of is like, okay, that's a creep, and then it just ends.
It was great opening, and then that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
So,
I think it would have been a lot more different, obviously, if they didn't have the restrictions they had at the time.
Agreed. Yeah, I think 3 would have been a blockbuster. But it's coming back. Like, a lot of people like 3 now.
It's like
a cult classic, if you will. It's always been, I love Scott Foley. Scott Foley really helped me love that movie.
Brother. Yeah.
And I'm a director. I direct. And Patrick Dempsey, obviously.
Of course.
Because he's adorable. So now 13, Charlie.
All right. Carl, what you got for number 13?
Well, the only reason why I have this guy, though, because I think he's good, but just that we didn't get to see his full potential as Ghostface since he got wiped out right away, is Jason.
I love Jason, yeah.
I love him. I just wish, the only reason I have low, because I wish we got to see more of him, not just the beginning, because I think he would have been cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially he never had an opening where I thought, oh, wait a minute, are they going to reveal Ghostface right off the bat? And which we thought he was the main Ghostface, and he kills Samara Weaving's character, which is a tense opening.
Yes.
And then, of course, he gets killed off. Who gives a fuck about the movies and slashes?
Yeah.
I was going to say, we might as well just talk about this one for a little bit, because mine in the 13 is exactly the same.
Oh,
okay.
That opening was lightning in a bottle. It was perfect. You have the beautiful girl who teaches freaking film study and then falls for the opening of Scream. He falls for it. She falls for it. Like the movie she doesn't like, obviously she's seen because she knows about it. And she's film studies. And she falls for it. And she goes into the dark alley to find this idiot she's never even met. Obviously.
Into a dark alley.
He kneels down and he's looking at her. And I'm like, oh, take it off. I was so excited. And when he did, my heart exploded. I was so excited. I was like, we finally have it. My dream for a Scream movie is that we get to see, like, he takes his mask off, or we see him right before he puts his mask on, and we get to see him interact maybe with Sid or the other characters, and he's in it as Ghostface and say Steve for a long time, and we get to see how Steve interacts with everybody for like the whole movie. And then we can kill Steve at the end. I want that so bad. And I thought we finally had it.
Yeah, and then he gets wiped out, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was so bummed.
I was like, oh, we're going to actually see a Ghostface and then continue from there. But nope.
Yeah, I knew he was going to die as soon as they followed him back to his apartment. Even before Ghostface called him, I knew he was done. Right.
Yeah, I was the same. Because you would have thought, if you knew if they were going to continue on like that, we would have got the title drop then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they just kept it going. I'm like, okay, there's something's going on here.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought he was great. He's obviously higher on my list.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just agreed with Kyle. That's the only reason why I put him as my number 13. Obviously, because he was the scapegoat Ghostface before we got the original
Which
Before we
I
got
would
his
have,
the 3. So
which I would have preferred him over a couple of the Ghostfaces that are in 6.
so would I.
Mhm,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
especially one.
Well, my
So,
favorite 6 Ghostface might shock some of you. So
nothing wrong with it.
I don't those are in the middle. Only because I hated their characters, but I thought their reveal was pretty good. But anyway, so my number 12 is Amber.
Amber. Yeah.
She's a whiny bitch. And that's it. The only thing I liked about Amber was her reveal when she shot Liv. I did not see that coming. I had no idea she was ghosty. And she just pulled that wicked gun out and shot her right in the forehead. And I was like, holy shit, here we go.
Not a killer.
yeah,
I know.
I know. Welcome to Act 3. Oh my God. Here we go. It was amazing. I was like, oh, hang on tight, Shell. We're going in. But yeah, that's the only part of her. Everything else about it. Was she caught on fire? I was like, oh God, let her burn. Let her burn. But she didn't.
Let it burn. Oh, wait, that's a different franchise.
Let her
Never mind.
burn. Yeah, I hate her. I hate 5 almost as much as I hate 4.
I should clip that together when Amber's burning and then put
And then she comes running into the foyer of the house with this. And she's running like she's bouncing. Oh my God! Come on.
And then Jenna puts her out of her misery.
Ugh,
Yes.
Thank God. But
I still prefer the Babadook.
It was horrible. The Babadook.
I know.
I
I
hate
looked
that
up
movie.
the Babadook, and I'm
I
like,
only
yeah,
seen it
the
once, and that's
description
it.
turned me off. But yeah, I was very much no for that. So that's my number 12.
Nice. Carl, what you got for number 12?
Mine's Bailey. So
Bailey.
it's
Nice.
which they had so much potential with Bailey. It's such a great actor.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just the direction they give him the overtop and act like that. I'm just like, okay, what kind of direction in this? You could have did something awesome, but he just turned into like, I think, a watered down version of what Mrs. Loomis was coming revenge for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but no, a good actor though that played him. It's just his direction. If the kid just give him a better direction, trying to act the way he did, I think he could have did something awesome with that character more than what they gave it him. So,
I agree.
So,
Well, like you
he's
said,
my guy.
I knew as soon as he was in it that he was going to be Ghostface. Just because of the level of actor that he is, they're not going to put somebody in there and not utilize him.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, he's definitely one of the ghost faces for
I
sure.
assumed Samara Weaving, the beautiful young lady, would be the opener. I'd never heard of her before that movie. Don't come for me.
That's okay.
So I assumed she was going to be the opening, and then I didn't know what the hell he was going to do. But he's so talented. I like Dermot Mulroney a lot, but I mean, he was wasted in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know what the writing they were doing with him.
I hated all of him, like all of him.
Yeah.
The other two, they were decent as Ghostface, not as their characters, but he was just awful all around. I don't know who wrote him, but they need to go back to writing school.
Yeah, if Kevin can write him, I think Kevin did awesome with him.
Agreed.
You can't steal the cop car.
Well,
Ryan.
It made me think of Grand Theft Auto 3, the video game, because it's in New York. So them stealing a cop car was pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan.
You can't steal a car car. Yes, you can.
Yes.
Thanks for stopping in.
Did you think we're going to drive away without the sirens on?
We are on number 12 of 13 Ghost Faces. We're going up. And my number 12 was Amber. And Kyle's number 12 was Bailey, Detective Bailey.
Oh, it's Chris.
Okay, and my number 12
Chris.
is Ethan. Is my number
Ethan.
12.
Brother? Yeah.
Kind of
Back
what we
to
just
6
talked.
we go.
Kind of what we just talked about. He was kind of pretty much a wasted character throughout the whole film.
Mhm.
For me, the only redeeming quality for Ethan really was when he was revealed as Ghostface, because I think he's just got some good one-liners in his reveal.
Agreed.
Yeah, the rest of the movie, no, but when he was Ghostface, yeah.
He said like 15 words.
Yeah.
in the whole film. And then he's Ghostface. I'm like, how the hell does that happen?
I had Econ.
Ghostface was supposed to be part of the cast. Yeah, I was an Econ. There were 100 other people there. Well, clearly he wasn't an Econ.
And then Tara just puts it right through his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal, but I liked it.
I've always wanted to stick you with something, Tara.
And she drops down and just.
Yeah, after she gets stabbed in
And
the
he
gut
stabs
first.
her as she's falling. Like she could have like tried to kick him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my number 12 with Ethan.
All right, my number 11. Back to Scream 5. I hate Richie.
Richie. Yeah.
Almost as much as I hate Amber. No, probably as much. I thought he overacted. I figured him out in the hospital scene, not on purpose.
Yeah.
But when he went to see Tara, I thought, no, I don't know, this is a little suspect. And then when Ghosty only did that superficial wound on his arm, I was like, oh yeah, that's him. I want them all too, Ryan.
I'm just watching Netflix.
Yeah, watching Netflix, watching all the stab movies, whatever.
Yeah,
I like to find Netflix that has the stab movies.
I was checking the price last night for the popcorn buckets for Scream 7. At the moment, they're currently up to $300 with shipping for Australia. So I've got to wait.
That's crazy.
Wow. Okay.
Well, some of them,
That's
it's nearly
insane.
more. It's nearly more to ship than the actual popcorn bucket itself.
Yikes! You need to move to the States, Chris.
Hi, Adderall. Good to
You're
see
moving.
you. Good to see you. Who was next? Shell with number 11.
I did Richie.
She was Richie.
Oh, you're Richie. Sorry, you're next, Carl.
So mine's also my next one's Ethan. The whole movie pointless, but then when he became Ghostface, he did some really cool one-liners and goes out one of the most brutalest way ever as a Ghostface. So yeah, I thought his reveal was pretty cool as well. But yeah, so number 11, mine's Ethan. So.
Nice. Yes, Oracle, I agree with that. I did mention something.
That's going to be a great scene.
When me and Shell did our TV spot breakdown the other day, I said it kind of reminds, like that whole scene when he's stabbing through the wall, it kind of reminds me of Melissa Barrera when she's stabbing the shit out of Bailey in Scream 6.
Yeah, just trying to go for the wall.
Yeah, he's just going to town on it. So can't wait to see that.
Oh, can't wait for that whole movie.
Yeah, I haven't been this excited to see something in a long time.
I haven't been this excited for Scream because yes, we had 5 and 6, but I'm really hyped for this one. So.
Yeah, this I think is. I mean, it's got the potential to be the best. I mean, it's got potential to beat 1. I think. I really do.
Which we never ever said before. So.
Right.
So.
Chris Jericho is going to be Ghostface.
Bring me up for saying it, but I really think it.
Yeah, that's funny. Chris Jericho Ghostface. That's funny.
Well, Chris Jericho didn't last too long with Art the Clown, so.
Oh, he didn't. So if you can't handle it, how is he going to handle it, Ghostface?
Yes. Okay, my number 11, haven't gone too far, is Quinn. Exactly the same reason for Ethan. She was basically a nothing character throughout the whole movie. But I do like her after she reveals and does hey, roomies.
It's so like creepy.
Yeah.
Hey, roomie. And her eyes get real big. Like she's got Mrs. Loomis eyes when she says it.
And then she's like, I still or not.
Yeah.
We're done. Because she's nuts. No doubt.
Yeah,
she's
bonkers. And then she starts getting all bonkers because she's trying to get Sam to go all like crazy on her ass. And she goes, there she is.
You killed our brother.
There's the fucking killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really wish I could have liked her more, but she's my number 11 for that reason.
Nice.
Shell.
My number 10 is Bailey. For all the reasons we said 5 minutes ago. Such potential lost. Even keeping him as Ghostface, not changing his character to a normal character and having him get slaughtered. It was just awful. He was just awful. Wasted. Not his fault by any means. I mean, he did what he could with the character, but he overacted every scene too. You know, like every scene was like his final death scene in an Oscar-winning performance or something. You know, he was like, oh, you know, he was too much. Just too much.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Hey, Shot.
Hey, Shot by Shot. Good to see you.
This is sort of Scream H2O because Sydney has a daughter the same age the first time, like Lori and her son. Yeah, I think they're taking a lot of liberty with, excuse me, stealing some stuff from Halloween, which is fine as long as they don't get too crazy with it.
I was thinking of that scene yesterday from H2O. I was like, Mom, I'm not responsible for you. I'm going to Yosemite.
We're going to have a Stu Mocker is dead. If somebody says that in this movie, I'm going to die.
That would be
1,000
hilarious.
deaths. I swear I will lose it.
Well, I know who that would make it happy.
Shut up, Chris. Shut up, Kyle.
I know. I can't say
Oh, Em would
nothing.
be thrilled.
I
Em
know.
would be thrilled if she's so over everybody wanting Stu to be alive.
Right. So whose turn is it?
Your turn, Cole. Number 11.
Your turn.
Oh yeah, because you said Bailey. Okay. I just forgot where we were at. Mine is Quinn. You know, of all the Ghostface reels, I loved her the best in 6, and I love that she was the most serious and darkest out of the 3, because she really wanted to kill Sam and do the kill him, but one other once wasn't really that serious, and yeah, her reveal was shocking. I wasn't expecting her to be alive still, and then Sam just wastes her with that gun.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good shot. All these people in Scream are amazing shots.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of blows my mind. Yeah.
And she falls down, and there's Bailey, and Bailey's like, oh, I'm all alone now.
Yep.
So yeah, Quinn was my next one.
Yes. Shot by Shot is on the Stu train. Choo choo.
I don't think so. Shut up, Kyle. I don't.
Mhm.
Stop talking. Don't make any faces.
Oh, okay.
I do not think he's alive. I think our window has closed. I think 30 years is too long to bring him back. I think it would have been amazing if we could have done it in 3, even 4.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I think the window is closed. I think it would be. I mean, it would have been almost ridiculous if we did it back then, but 30 years, I think it's too much.
unfortunately,
I mean, I'll be fine with it if he's alive, because I believe that Kevin will do it well and do it right.
right. And if we got the original, I still love the screen 3 we got. But you can imagine that 3 we would have got in the first place would have been something to
Yeah.
see.
Oh, Shot's pretty convinced. Pretty certain. Do you know something we don't know? If you did, spill it. No, don't spill it. I don't want to know.
Well,
I mean, I really want to know, but
put it this way with Stu. I don't think he ain't gonna reveal in the 3rd act. That's for sure. If he is alive, you know. So they're not going to do the whole 3rd act thing they normally do, and then all of a sudden you're going to see Stu. If he is alive, there will be something afterwards, and you'll see him throughout the movie.
I hope so.
And
I'd like to see him, like, what he's doing behind the scenes as
Right.
the leader of this cult or whatever.
And you're marketing him on the poster.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they're marketing the hell out of him.
Which is good for Matt to be on the poster.
Right. But that was 25 years ago.
Right.
And I think it would have worked then. I don't think it'll work now.
Yeah.
I think he's on the poster to make people think he's alive, and he's not going to be. To hype him up.
Just to market it really good. That's why.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they didn't put Scott Foley on the poster, or who's Dewey, David Arquette, you know. So why Matthew?
Yeah,
because Matthew's the biggest draw out of the 3 of them.
That's right.
You know, I mean, this is like the like the Who Shot JR of this, you know, because I mean that was a whole, what was it, a year of that show. Who Shot JR was like the biggest mystery. So now we have 30 years of is Stu alive? That's a lot. It's big.
Thanks for the love, Rhino. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, number 10. We've already talked about it. Mine was Amber. Throughout watching this film, I had a feeling she was going to be Ghostface because just the whole bitchy attitude she had throughout the whole film.
It was, yeah.
But
it was really awful.
It was definitely as we were talking about before. It was definitely a shock when she did do the whole pulled the gun out from behind her. But I do enjoy the part. I do enjoy the part when she when they do the whole third act thing going on though. I think she's got some great one-liners in there as well. I even love that part when she does the whole
Yeah. I do think that they gave her that line about her being radicalized for a reason.
Yeah.
Whether, because I know Guy Busick is a big Stu believer and wants Stu to come back. So I think that line was written with the idea of bringing Stu back. I think a lot of the stuff was written and done in conjunction with the thought of bringing Stu back.
Right.
Not to say it would have ever happened if we didn't get this 7, we got their 7. I don't know how that would have worked. I mean, I know what Skeet said about it, but I think a lot of things were said and done to make that happen. If they ever did it. So I don't know. I'm fine either way. I just need it to be done well. Not half-ass it. I don't think they're going to half-ass it. I mean, the trailer looks mind-blowing.
Right.
I was just going to say the whole thing was Stu anyway. He himself was shocked that they actually did all the promotional work for him in that first trailer. He thought they were going to keep it all secret.
They should have to really, but
yeah.
Can't. It's too big. The idea of Stu is just, I mean, it's too big to not talk about. I was hoping that they would hide it and not, like have him film and then everybody obviously signs an extra NDA or something. Like you're going to go to federal prison if you mention that Matthew Lillard was on set.
Well, and that's, I wish they would have kept
secret.
I wish they kept everyone that, the names secret. And that way, when they do appear, like, what? Him?
Yep.
Her?
I think we're going to get 2 or 3 more.
That example, you're just like, oh, that person.
There's an interview I found with, I believe it's Nev, that says something, like the cameos or the unexpected visits we're going to get from past characters. She said that's happening. And she said characters. So I don't think she meant the ones that we know about.
Yeah, it's because we already know that she's talking about other people. So.
Right, I think so too. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the ones that are coming back are bigger. I mean, you can't be bigger than Stu, but
no, but one's still people.
Yeah, I have thoughts on who's coming, but that's a different video.
Never mind, I can't say that.
Yes. By the way, I got 21 days until Scream 7 comes out.
21 days, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna come fast as we get closer.
You're
like, oh my gosh, we're in the week of it 7.
Well, pretty much when we do the
marathon,
when we do our marathon, it's only a couple of days.
Yeah, we're like just before, like, oh, we're in the week.
Yep.
Yes.
So.
Cheryl, what's your number 9?
Jill.
Jill.
Yeah, I hated Jill. Well, it's that whole 4 thing. I did like her reveal. I did not see it coming. Like, and when she walks up and Sid's face to face with Ghosty, which was a great scene, and then she's the one under the mask. I thought that was really good. I did not in any way see that coming. I don't know if anybody else did.
I didn't.
But that's the only, that one 2-second scene is the only part of that movie that I like. Well, the only part of Jill that I like. The rest of her, she can go.
Well,
I
Four
did
is the
not
only
enjoy her at all.
Scream film that was spoilt for me. But even then, when I read that, I took it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
I wasn't spoiled at all.
You never know. I mean, there's lots of people are like, I saw it already, and here's what it says, and blah blah blah, and they did that for 6. A lot of people spoiled it, and then the people who got spoiled said that they weren't even close. So
I
stay
avoided
off
that.
Twitter.
Thank
You'll
gosh.
be all right.
Yeah, well, when I found out about 4, it was like a total accident. I was just checking up something, and then they said, Charlie and Jill are the killer.
Oh, damn.
I was like, oops. So like I said, I kind of went and seen it as a grain of salt, and as soon as obviously Charlie came out, obviously behind Nev, and then Jill unrobed, I was like, okay, well, that was right then.
Right.
Kyle, what's your number 9?
Richie.
Yeah.
Jack Hood's a good actor, but my gosh, I seen the boyfriend thing right off the bat. I'm like, don't tell me this is gonna be another boyfriend, and it ends up being a boyfriend. And he goes out like a pussy ass bitch.
Yeah.
He cries. He says all those things to Sam, and then when Sam kills him, he cries. So, and she kills him in the most brutal way possible.
What about
Honestly,
ending?
He's awful. He's honestly just awful.
Yeah, so I was happy when Sam just killed him. Like, get this guy out of here. So, yeah.
That was the first thing I saw Jack Quaid in. So I took it that Jack Quaid sucked as much as Richie did. And I wouldn't watch anything else with Jack Quaid because he sucked. So then I watched Novocaine and I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't hate Jack Quaid anymore. But
No,
I still
he's
really
good
hate
actor.
Richie.
It's just the way Richie was written.
Yeah.
So
Novocaine was really enjoyable.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my number 9 was Richie.
Okay. My number 9 we've spoke about already. I went Charlie. Pretty much for the same reason. He pretty much just becomes a bitch.
Just like Richie.
He's all hard when he comes up behind Nev and that when he pulls up the knife behind her, but then as soon as we get the Jill reveal, he turns into a little bitch, and that's why she stabbed him.
What's with these male ghost faces teaming up with female ones, and they end up being bitches?
I don't know.
Girls rule and boys drool.
That's right.
They promise them the love if they do it for him. That's why.
That's it.
Charlie thought Jill was his.
Yeah.
Well,
then talk about Stu being back would be a letdown if he wasn't alive. It depends on how they do it, I think.
It has to be the execution.
Yeah, they have to do it right. Whether he's alive or not alive, CGI or a deep fake or whatever the hell they're going to do.
It can't be
it just needs to be right. And I'm confident with Kevin that it'll be good. I don't know about right, but it'll be good.
Yeah.
Right, I agree. I wanted to know nothing about. Yeah, that's what we were saying. If they could have hit it, I think Chris and I had that conversation that, before it was announced that he was in it, that I really hoped that they didn't tell us. And I mean, they could have easily hid that he was in that film. Easily.
Oh, it was easy. You could still easily do it because other movies still pull it off still with certain characters. So
definitely could have done it.
And what was I gonna say? Because I would love not to know that Dave Arquette is part of this, and then you hear his voice or whatever, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think he's just going to be a voice.
But it still would have been cool not knowing. You're like, oh, wait a minute.
Well, that's the thing. They kind of give it away with the cast, and now they're not giving us certain cast members. Like we haven't seen Anna Camp, we haven't seen Mark Consuelos, we haven't seen that weird looking dude on the poster. Like that hippie in the smoker jacket, whoever he is.
Yeah, I don't know what they put on there.
I think there's another one we haven't seen yet. So,
and then whatever.
Yeah, I kind of figured he'd be the killer. I'd never heard of him.
That's what everyone was saying anyway.
I think David Arquette is going to be used to. They might do him as like a deep fake. I don't know, but he's going to be used to hurt Gail and Sid.
Really messed her.
What he says in the trailer people die just for being friends with you. I think he's going to say stuff like that. My thought, again, it's just me, is when they're doing that radio show, Ghosty's going to call in and be Dewey.
And
we got Eli in the house.
Because he's saying lines that Dewey would never actually would say to him.
Right, absolutely. Because when I first heard it, I was like, first it took me a second to process that it was Dewey. And then it took me a second to process what he said. And I'm like, he would never say that, ever. Like, he would never think it, let alone say it out loud. So I think he's just going to be a voice to, I can't figure out Roman, though.
It is possible, it is possible that they've just got Dewey just to say that for the trailer, but that's not actually the line we actually get.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because this trailer's doctored all over the place.
They just want to let you know that. Oh,
yes.
I was just saying that they just did probably doing that. Just let you know that he's in there somewhere.
Who's in where somewhere in the movie?
Yeah, like they just wanted you to know that David is part of this movie in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but Fruithead. Well, that was something, Eli. Yeah, we watched it right after. It was pretty enjoyable. I mean, I don't know that I'd watch it again, but it was cute.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was cute. What do we got here? I'd love another Randy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But why would we get it now so much longer? Like, so much after 3? Why wouldn't we have gotten it in 4? I think, like, some of this stuff has lost its magic. While I would love to get it, does it make sense to get it now, so many years later?
Yeah, 4 would
today Scream 3 came out 20 some odd years ago.
It's actually, they said today it came out exactly
it's
today. Yeah, 26.
Yeah, it's today. I have a post ready to go. I just didn't post it yet. Yeah, it's today, 20 years ago. So, or 25 years ago.
26, actually.
Maybe 30.
2000.
26. Thank you. Yes, 2000. Thank you. My math was not working.
All good.
So, does it make sense to have this hidden videotape of Randy? Like, where's it been? Who's had it? Is Martha going to show up again? I don't know. I just don't know if it makes sense.
It would have made sense to do it in 4, and it also would have made sense if he already had him interact in some way with his niece and nephew, some way, shape,
right?
So.
Right. So I there's a lot of things I'd love to see. I just don't know if it makes sense to do it. Just me.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like to see a Randy thing now.
They would just, yeah.
It was good around the time. So who was next? Me.
You? Oh no, yeah, it's
you. Oh yeah, because I said Richie. Mine was Richie. So.
Okay. My number 8 we've also just talked about.
No, number 9. No, I'm 8. You're still 9. So who's your 9?
I said 9. I said Charlie.
Okay, then I'm up. Number 8. We're starting round 8. Is Quinn.
Quinn?
Yeah. I did not like her character. Actually, I kind of liked her like saucy attitude. But I didn't like the idea that she was a killer. Probably because I don't believe she killed the people that they say she believed she killed, because it's just like no way. But I liked her more as Ghosty. I liked her, like you said before, the hey Rumi, you know, that little
hey Rumi.
Hey Rumi. She got that look on her face. And then when she's upstairs and she's dragging the knife on the bar, like, you know, Freddy did in Nightmare. And then she's got that, because she got popped, so she's got blood in her mouth, and she's kind of doing that weird Evil Dead smile, like I can't even do it. And she just looks so like she really wants to rip Sam's throat out at that point. She is raring to go, but she's coming in real slow, you know, like the torment.
Looks like you're down another brother.
Yeah, and Sam just pops her, and I'm like, that's fantastic. A little fight would have been great there, I think, but yeah. So I thought she was decent as Ghostface. I really did enjoy her character.
It just makes me laugh. She's just pops her and that doesn't give
Yeah,
her a chance.
like it was almost like, you know, like you're an inconvenience right now. You're a fly on the wall flick. I'm just gonna shoot you in the head and move on.
She's like,
A
fuck
little
you.
a little bit of
Yeah.
fight scene would have been good,
Yeah.
I think. Like one of those scenes where they're fighting over the gun or something and the gun goes off and we don't know who got shot and then Quinn goes whoop, whoop, something like that. I think something a
Yeah.
little more dramatic would have been good, but it also wouldn't have fit in that scene because it was so awful.
Yeah.
So
I've still got a clip.
that's
I
my
got a
number
clip.
8.
I got a clip that afterwards for sound effects. Looks like you're down another brother.
You're gonna have to soundboard. Oh,
Carl,
God.
who's your number 8?
Amber. So
Amber.
yeah, Amber was another one in this movie, I guess, right off the bat. Just seeing her face, I'm like, okay, she's got to be Ghostface.
Just looking at her.
Just looking at her. That's the first time I
Yeah.
ever guessed it right off. Just looking at her. You're a Ghostface.
Just looking at her. You're bad.
You're bad.
That's
But
funny.
but yeah, and she did not kill Dewey. That's unrealistic. um, but
agree.
I did like her reveal as when she shoots Liv in the face.
Yeah.
I know. So and then the final act, well, from the third act was a good line, and then after that, I'm like, just kill her already. After all that,
Yeah, get her. She's so friggin' annoying.
I did like her interaction with Minnie in the basement, though. What made me laugh. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, that was a good scene.
She did have her
But
moments.
like
for
anybody
sure.
could have done that scene. You know, it didn't have to be Mikey Madison. And part of that is I did not enjoy the actress either. Sometimes you can overlook a bad scene if the actor is decent.
Right.
But I thought she, as an actress, was terrible. How she won an Oscar, I can't even. That's a
Have you
different
seen-
conversation, though.
I was going to say, Carl, have you seen Honora?
I have.
Do you like it?
I enjoy what I saw. So
Okay.
I have to watch it again just to really.
Just to be sure that I saw all the sex scenes the right way.
Oh no, not that. I didn't mean it like that, but I enjoyed what I.
Yes, you did, you dirty
Yeah.
bird.
I liked it in
I don't know.
Honora.
A friend of mine said to me, if you'd like to
Same
watch
thing.
Mikey Madison have sex for 90 minutes, then watch that movie. So I'm like, I'll skip it. Thank you.
It should have went to Demi Moore, in my opinion. But anyway,
Oh, absolutely.
like,
So
come
is
on.
that
100%.
is that a permission to do the watch party when you're away, Shell? To do Honora?
Oh, please, dear God, yes.
Because I kind of want
Got
to
those
do
kids
it.
coming.
I want to watch it because I know Henry will enjoy it.
Oh, sure he will. Yes. Henry will be saying, damn, son, a
Yeah.
lot.
Like Shorty. Damn.
would-
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I would. Yeah, Henry always says, "Damn, son." And sometimes we watch movies together. We'll use the movie room, and we talk while we're watching them. And the first time he said it out loud, I was like, "Oh my God, I gotta tell Chris." I just heard him say it out loud. It's so funny.
I can do Shorty.
Hey, yo, can I help you? Yo, what's up, Ray?
Oh, to see him return in 6.
Another pre-recorded would be really good, Ryan. What would you think would be on it? So we have a couple who want the Randy thing. What would Randy say in this one?
Could you imagine Randy in the pre-recorded now looking like what he does now?
Don't watch until 30 years later because he assumed it would still be going. Like he knew Ghostface wouldn't stop. It would just keep going and going. And it wouldn't have made sense to have a Randy tape in 5 and 6.
No.
Maybe. You're right. Randy did plan. I mean, yeah. What would you want it to say, though? Chris, you're number 8.
Number 8. This one is also, I think we've pretty much nearly covered all the characters now, but I'm an opposite to you. I went Bailey for number 8.
Well, we've almost taken care of that movie.
I was going to say, I didn't really enjoy his performance when I first watched, but with Scream 6, the more I watch it, the more I do like Bailey as a Ghostface. I do like the overacting from him, but it just took me a while just to get used to it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not getting used to it. I'm trying, but I'm not.
So that's
In
my
fact,
number
I
8.
think the more I watch 6, the less I like it.
I still love
Yeah.
6.
But I mean, I still watch it. I skip 4 if I watch them all by myself. I skip 4, but I do watch 5 and 6.
I can't wait to watch 6 with everyone, but it's just going to mean it's the end of the watch party. So
That's it.
I can't
Just
wait
have
when
to
we
watch
discuss
them
all the
again.
movies. Discuss all the movies. It's gonna be fun. Like
yes,
Well, when 8 comes out, we'll just have to watch all 7 of them. You know, it'll be fine. It'll
do
be
it
fine.
all over again. Yeah.
Okay, my number 7 is Ethan.
Ooh,
He's pretty high up on the list.
I was going to say, I expected him to be up in your top half.
He is. He's in my
No,
he's
sort of
in
like
my middle.
sort of like your 11.
Oh, my bottom half, you mean?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
I really enjoyed his Ghostface. As we've said, he's a waste of a character. I was an econ. And he says like 15 words in the entire film. The last 15 minutes, his mouth goes like a duck's ass. He doesn't shut up, which is great. He does have some great lines. I hate when they just yell "fuck you" back and forth. That drives me nuts. Like, be intelligent. Come up with something witty to say besides that. But everybody does it, so I can't exactly be mad at him. I mean, even Sid says it at one point. So, but anyway, I thought his reveal and him being not Ghostface out in the world Ghostface, because I can only come up with him killing the doctor. I can't come up with any. I don't know who else.
No, I don't think that's him.
It's the only way I can make it work if it's him, but that's another stream. But I did like him at the end. And people say, the Stu argument is, well, the TV killed Ethan. At the end when Kirby pushes it off. The TV doesn't kill Ethan. All the shit that what's-her-name did to his mouth killed Ethan. The TV just helped. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah.
For you Stu believers, I'm supporting you.
I saw that in a movie once. Kyle, what's your
number 7?
Charlie.
Yeah, yeah, I do agree with both of you. He was a little bitch, just as Richie was. But I will say this: I never thought we'd see a brutal kill with him with Olivia, which was awesome.
Best kill of the whole series.
I never said I was in your closet.
I love the way he says it too. I never said it was in your.
I'm not fucking Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm not Trevor.
Closet.
I'm not Trevor. He
Yeah.
gets so irritated about it. I'm not Trevor.
You can see him you can see him in the closet going, "I'm not Trevor."
I'm like, okay, I was like, this is definitely Kevin writing this because he writes dark stuff. And then I don't know who it was, if it was him or Jill, but it kills Rebecca in the parking garage scene.
I love that.
Cool. I'm like, Rebecca doesn't sound like you're in a hospital. It sounds like you're in a parking garage. A dark, isolated parking garage.
Yeah.
But I could put you in the hospital in the fucking morgue.
Yes.
It's so darn good. But no, after that, Charlie does go out like a wuss. I'm like, jeepers. And then how he gets so, I'm like, really? You're gonna stab Kirby?
Yeah.
Just if he didn't want you, just be happy she even wanted you now. Idiot. But yeah, Charlie is my number 6. What was my next one?
Okay.
This is not fucking Trevor.
I just get so irritated about it.
You'd see him like in there, like trying not to talk real loud. He's like, "Damn it!"
My number 7 is we're going back to 4 again. I went Jill.
Jill. Yeah.
But I do agree. She's got the whole bloody Marsha complain. She just all she wants is the fame and that type of stuff. But I do like the whole Fight Club part where she's trying to take it when she pretty much wants to take herself out to be like the surviving victim. So that's my number 7.
Awesome.
I like, I can watch, like Art the Clown chainsaw somebody to death and right up his wazoo or right down her wazoo, however you want to look at it. And I can watch all this brutal stuff. But when she rips her hair out, I lose my lunch. I'm like,
and she does the whole.
It's like it's like, geez, how determined are you to make it look like something big? Holy!
She doesn't rip out like one of them. Like she's got a
Yeah,
lot of hair in her hands. Oh my! I can't. I just can't. Her.
And I love that shot when she throws herself back into that glass table. Yeah. With the old camera on the floor looking up.
I was like, geez.
Yes. Now we're getting to the pointy end. Show, what's your number 6?
Jason.
Jason.
I love Jason.
Yeah.
Now I appreciate he was wasted. But the potential that was there, and I thought he was really good. He was creepy, he was confident, he was solid. Like when he knelt down next to her and he was like right here to Samara Weaving, I thought, oh, I was so excited. When that mask came off, I didn't care what he looked like or she looked like. I was so excited for that. And I liked his interaction with Ghosty, although he thought it was Greg. On the phone, that was really good. I really, really liked him.
You're on fire.
Yeah, you're on fire. I watched Spider-Man
No Way Home?
Far From Home.
Okay.
About 2 weeks after I had watched 6, and I was crocheting something, so I wasn't looking at the TV, and I was like, wait a minute. Whose voice? And I didn't want to look at his face because I wanted to figure out who it was. And then all of a sudden I was like, that's Jason. Why am I hearing his voice? And I look up and he's this like chubby little kid with this weird ass punk haircut. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's a pretty good part in it too. I was excited. He's in No Way Home too.
You know what's pretty cool about that? His name is Jason, but he's also watching Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yes, my favorite one. My favorite Jason movie.
Jason.
Yeah. Good times. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
Carl, what's your number 6?
Mine's Jill. So
okay.
Oh, that's my heart, Kyle.
I know. But I loved her reveal. I didn't see her reveal coming. And yes, she's the cousin that just wants the fame that Sydney has. But I don't know why it just cracks me when she says Sydney this, Sydney that, just complaining. Sydney. And then how determined she is just to makes herself look the victim. Like, geez. But my gosh,
she goes all in for sure.
And then, but my gosh, clear. I love how she goes clear, and then Sydney finishes her off. This rules the remake, Jill. Don't fuck with the original.
That's it.
So good.
She shoots Trevor in the nuts, though. Oh my god.
Oh, I know. She was so brutal.
I'm not the girl you cheat on.
Oh.
And then
he's like, she's going to shoot him, and he's like, no. I'm like, dude, she just shot your junk off. Let her kill you, because you are not coming back from that.
No.
And if you know,
ever.
If you notice the pants just go.
Yeah.
You're always so fucking special. Oh, this is going to be a blast when we do these movies.
I can't wait. We should just mute them though, and just talk over them.
Well, does that stop us when we do that? When we do all our watch parties, we just talk over it all anyway.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay, my number 6, I went Richie. Like we were talking about earlier, I did kind of go in thinking it was going to be him because he was probably the biggest actor of the time of the new cast. So I was kind of expecting him to be a Ghostface, but yeah, again, I like his overacting in that. When he's doing his whole motive about the fandom and all that type of stuff. So I have a good time with Richie as a Ghostface. But I do agree at the end when he pretty much becomes a little bitch. And as Sam says in number 6, he's a limp dick little fuck.
Yep.
That sums it up.
That's right.
That's my number
Ryan.
6.
Ryan, we're doing a Screamathon on the 21st of February. There's a post on our Instagram and our Facebook page. It'll give you 4 different time zones for an estimated time, or you can go to our YouTube page and it'll give you...
Just go to the YouTube channel, you'll find it, and then it'll tell you what time. Tell you what time it's starting in your area.
We're doing all 6.
We plan ahead on this channel.
Yeah, we roughly 15 minutes between each, so I can get the girls out and they can get a drink. And then we're back at it.
Before the breaks.
Yep. Please join us. We'd love to have you. It'll be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
There's room for 10 in the movie room. And then we'll figure that. I'm sure everybody here has a copy of their own, though.
Yeah. And you'll know when we're going to start the next film and that anyway, because I'll have a countdown on that ready to go.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be great. We're having Jorge's going to be with us and Kyle as well. So
that's right.
It's going to be a day for sure.
We just don't know how much we're getting of them yet.
She keeps,
as much as she can give us will be great.
She keeps updating me on that, so I'll let you know first.
Okay, cool.
Well,
yeah, I keep in contact
as often as she wants.
I keep in contact with her too. We just talk about other stuff.
Right, yeah.
We talk about giving each other shit.
It's all for her humor. It's pretty funny.
Because when we were talking, when we did our stream the other night, she dropped in. She was giving me shit about Stu. Oh. So on Instagram afterwards, I sent her a thing of Stu going.
Just to make her mad. Oh gosh.
Oh, excellent. That's great, Ryan. We'll be glad you're there. Make your popcorn and hop in.
It's the first time I ever did a stream marathon all day. So
yeah, I think I've done like 2 or 3, like watching streams all the time. I've done like 2 or 3. I've never done all 6 at once though.
I never was invited to one or decided to do it.
We go big on this channel.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Number 5. This is where my list gets super weird. My number 5 is Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with any of these ghost faces. I just have a different arrangement. I thought Skeet was phenomenal. His reveal, I did not see coming. Like when he was coming down the steps, I believed he was dead and he was just coming to help Sid. He knew something was rotten downstairs and he was coming down he was trying to help her. I honestly thought he was dead. Not thinking how close to the end of the movie we were, that we needed to start finding out who these people were. I did not expect him. I did not expect Stu. I don't know who I expected because I was out of people. I didn't think it was Gail. Never. She never crossed my mind. And everybody else but Randy was dead.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't Randy. Like that just would not have.
No, that wouldn't fit his character in a way.
Yeah. So
what's Leatherface doing here?
Yeah.
Didn't he say he's gonna check up on them? Did we never see that ever?
No,
I've never been so happy to be a virgin my whole life. Anyway. Yeah, so I thought he was great. I really did. But for my list purposes, I didn't think he was the best Ghostface. Like I thought once they got in the kitchen, he was kind of whiny. Oh, my mommy cheated on my daddy, so I decided to murder half the fucking town. Shut up,
dude.
You know, it happens all the time. Come up with a better motive. And then I just like Matthew Lillard stole that show. Like at that point, anybody could have played Billy because Matthew Lillard just took everybody, like blew it away. So I don't dislike Billy. I just like others better.
I get it. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
Can't all be the same, right?
Hit me with the phone, Dick!
All because of a happy accident. It wasn't even meant to be thrown at him just because it was sticky and he threw it.
So fun.
And then Matthew's like, "You hit me with the phone, you dick."
Yeah.
So funny.
And what makes it funnier is that wasn't meant to happen.
No, because it was so
And my
sticky.
mom and
when he
dad are
threw
going to
it.
be so mad at me. He made that up. Oh, he's brilliant. Just brilliant.
And Wes is like,
He wasn't
"I'm
even
leaving this
supposed to
in."
audition for that role. He was
No.
there with his girlfriend. She was auditioning for a different movie.
Yeah, that's
And
correct.
he was in the waiting room and he auditioned on a whim. And they were
Yeah.
like, oh, dude,
Well,
you're perfect.
I can't see anyone else
How
as
does that
Stu
happen?
anyway. I can't see anyone else as Stu anyway. He's perfect. So
He's absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle, what's your number 5?
Roman.
Oh, Roman.
Roman.
You know,
Stop, bully.
even though it was supposed to be him and Angelina, and Wes still throws that in there. but since it's just technically just him, Roman,
Yes.
it was awesome. Even though that scene where he's chasing her on that fake, the replica set, is definitely two ghost faces in that scene. But anyway,
Yeah.
and with the way Angelina goes out, she doesn't even barely get stabbed, and she's smiling as she's
Yeah.
driving.
She's like stabbed in the shoulder and she's laying there dead. No, I don't
And she
think so.
smiles there. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But
that's
no,
all sorts
but
of kinky.
but since it's technically Roman, I think Roman, it was an awesome opening with Cotton Weary and stabs him.
Yes.
Even though it was sad to see him gone. But he had the technology where he so ahead of his time where he could use to manipulate different voices, which was awesome. That voice changer. Him for the first time we've seen a kill that's not just involving a knife, where the guy gets blown up in the house, was awesome. And then finally we revealed when we first thought Roman was killed at first a long time ago in that little
in
thing.
the basement in the coffin. Yeah.
Yeah, when we see the reveal in the coffin, yeah. When I first saw him, like, who is this guy? I'm like, oh wait, it is Roman. It's the same guy. He just looked different at first, but then brother was saying, finding out that he's her half brother. So, and then they had that huge fight, and then he gets shot in the head. But Roman did some cool stuff that we didn't see as Ghostface to that point. So it was awesome.
I figured out that it was a step sibling. I don't remember when, but like in the middle of the movie,
I do like
that it was somebody related to Sid, like a brother or a sister. I didn't know who it was.
Yeah,
and I thought it was super weird with the reveal that she had never had a scene with him. Like she's looking at him like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Like, really, who are you? What the heck?
Yeah, they never had a scene together, which was super strange because we never got to see him interact with her. That would have been really interesting.
But
to
then
see how he behaved around her. But yeah, I thought it was super strange that we got a killer that had nothing to do with her at all.
I always love his line after he finds out after Sarah Darling's died, he finds the ward of his head fell off. He's like, "Isn't this a threat?"
Yeah. You telling me this wasn't a message?
Message? I'm telling you this was a message. It's so funny. He's like, "Get away from me."
That's great.
Ryan Reynolds. Who's Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. You know exactly who Ryan Reynolds is.
They call me a pride. I don't even know what pride is.
Yeah. You thinking he'll make it work? Number 5, I went Bug-Eyed Mrs. Loomis.
Mrs. Loomis.
Yeah, definitely seeing Scream 2 at my mate's place that night. She was definitely shocked. That she was didn't expect her to be Mrs. Loomis at all. You just see a lot, obviously, just going around the movie as Debbie Salt. I didn't expect nothing more from her, and then all of a sudden you see Gail come out the door, and then we find her coming behind her, and it's Mrs. Loomis. And as I said, she's got very buggy eyes in the third act, and she also delivers some great lines.
Her eyes make my contacts hurt because as soon as she like bugs them out, my eyes are like, oh my god.
Yeah. You know what makes me sick?
How would you blame your mother?
Yeah. How much did Billy's mom interact with Sid? She didn't. She was another one that didn't interact with her. I mean, they were close to one another in scenes where she was around with Gail, but they didn't talk at all.
Yeah.
At least she knew who she was.
Yeah.
You know, when Gail came out, and obviously everybody thought it was Gail for that 2 seconds. I didn't for a second think it was Gail. I will never think it's Gail. I don't think she's a heartless bitch, but I don't for a second believe she'll ever be Ghosty.
Yeah. I don't think she doesn't need to, anyway.
Oh, I think that would be awful.
It's like, okay.
All right, number 4.
Number 4, Stu.
Okay.
Reasons that I love Matthew. I thought he was almost perfect in the whole movie. Everything about him. He's so engaging and so enjoyable. And it's almost like he's talking to you when he's talking to everyone else. Like he wants to make sure you're part of the scene kind of thing. He sucks you in. He's so good. And but I mean we're ranking Ghostface. So I don't think he was like the greatest Ghostface. And the reveal, I didn't expect him. I'll tell you that. But he was better than Billy in the end. I don't know. I like these other 3 better.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
Carl, what you got for your number 4?
Mickey.
Oh, Mickey.
You know what?
Tarantino film student. But if he's a suspect, then I'm a suspect. Let's move on.
The Godfather. The Godfather, part 2. No, but Timothy Olyphant was casted perfectly as Mickey.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. And I love his interaction with Randy in that film class scene. It's just awesome. But he's amazing. And of course, you know, he is, I think the scene when he's Ghostface, when he takes out the detectives, and then he has that whole sequence where he's knocked down, they have to crawl across them. That's a cool scene.
Yeah.
But when
pounder.
Oh yeah, when they finally reveal him though, and they dub Roger L. Jackson's voice over when he's just surprised, and that was awesome. And then they just let Timmy Olyphant just go all loose, and he's awesome. Billy's mother.
Yeah,
I love it.
Didn't see that coming, didn't you?
Mother.
Right to the trial. This is gonna rock.
This is gonna rock.
He's outstanding.
Mickey, it's not gonna be a trial.
Outstanding.
But no, he's awesome, and then he goes the way he goes out too, because when they start shooting, he just goes flying backwards onto those rocks.
Well, they shot him like 18 times.
Yeah.
He definitely ran out of bullets twice.
Yeah,
I love that. So
he's outstanding.
I was going to say I love that scene too when they shoot the shit out of Mickey, and then all of a sudden, Cotton just goes, "Whoa!"
Whoa. Well, because they're looking at Mrs. Loomis, he's like, "Wow!"
Yeah.
Comes out flying over. Oh gosh. Yeah, so Mickey.
Mickey is your number 4. Awesome. My number 4, I went Billy. Yeah.
I expected him to be higher for you.
No, I'm kind of like Billy with you, like your Stu. You know, love Billy. He is a great Ghostface, like overseeing the original film. But I just think that, like, just as a performance in the 3rd act, I just think there's some other better ones.
Yeah.
So Billy is my number 4.
Awesome. Now we get to the
My
top
number 3
3.
is Mrs. Loomis. I thought Laurie Metcalf was exceptional. Even as Debbie Salt, she was so friggin' annoying. I wanted to smack her. And Gail wanted to like push her off a bridge. So I thought she was great as the character. And it never occurred to me that this weird reporter woman would be the killer. Like, never. It never, ever occurred to me. Why? I don't know, because it should have. She's just this random character who doesn't know anyone except Gail.
Yeah.
Well, she knows everybody, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Debbie Salt only knows Gail and is just annoying. Like, so friggin' annoying. So, but the way she corralled Mickey, and again, with the cult thing, how she found him on a serial killer website, that leads towards the Stu thing a little bit. But how she basically got Mickey to take the fall for everything, and he didn't even realize it. She didn't realize he was going to take him out. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He had no idea. He was just so excited to be killing everybody that he didn't care. I thought he was exceptional, or she was exceptional, rather. Bonkers. Absolute bonkers. She should have won some kind of award for that. They should have horror movie awards for killers or something. I don't know. But I thought she was excellent.
She was great. Carl, what's your number three?
I actually matched Shell on this.
All right.
Deborah Sopp, aka Mrs. Loomis. So
nice.
Yeah, she, because Laura Metcalf was just coming fresh off her run with Roseanne, and then they offered her this, and she did a phenomenal job acting like this weird reporter, but getting on Gail's nerves all the time as Debbie Salt. But then, and I always love the line when Gail says, "Oh, it's cotton. We're cotton. Where?" The way she said.
Yeah. Gail's all excited, and she's running out there, blood, everywhere, and
Gail,
cotton fucking weary, and she's like,
cotton
weary.
Cotton weary.
It's excellent.
And then
she's so good.
And then she really goes full on when she reveals, like, Mrs. Loomis, what? Billy's mother. And it's like, I like seeing pictures of you. It's a makeover. You try it. You look tired yourself there, Gail. And then she shoots Mickey, and then she goes all crazy and said, let's blame your mother. And then she just looks like she does out bad hell, just trying to just kill Sid. Just that open eyes at her.
Their little chase scene was good. I mean, it was a really small area,
right?
Tough to navigate, but it was suspenseful.
When they got the back
Obviously,
of the theater,
we knew Sid was gonna. We knew Sid was gonna come out of it on top, but still, it was just really, it was exciting, especially because it was in such a small spot.
Yeah, well, they made a good use of that space. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then she gets shot in the head.
Yes.
Because Cindy's like, I'm not taking no chance of you.
No chances. She's going out.
They're going
Bye-bye.
out. And then, she was an awesome character. So.
Okay.
And I think, whoever had the actual chase with Gail was fantacular, though. So, and then to find out she kills Randy, that's like,
yeah.
But anyway.
My number 3 is Roman. I think Roman is an underrated Ghostface. Just when he does that reveal. What is it? You did it before.
Actor, director, brother. Brother.
And brother.
Her own son.
And brother.
Roman Richard, director. And brother.
And I also like what he says to Lance Harrison. I'll give you Final Cut. I already have it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's great. And just the whole battle with
Sid. I direct.
The whole battle with like him and Sid.
All because of you.
It's great. They work off each other really well. Great lines against each other. It's great. So that's why Roman is my number 3.
Nice. You're absolutely right, Ryan. She was excellent. She's great as Sheldon's mom. She cracks me up. I've seen The Big Bang Theory like 10 times all the way through. And I love when she's in it. She cracks me up.
Yeah,
you were right to call me. She comes up from Texas all the time. She's just a riot.
And act like a Christian lady.
Yeah. You murderous bitch. And then she's like, praise Jesus.
Yeah.
No, it just shows how talented she is. Oh gosh.
Number 2.
Mickey.
Nice.
And I think part of the reason that I like Mickey so much is because of Timothy Olyphant. I don't know that anybody else could have done it with the veracity that he has. Like, he's just so over the top. And it's not overacting. It's just Mickey.
Yeah.
You would expect Mickey to act like that. And I just noticed this when I watched them in December, I think I watched them. Mickey, when he's stabbing Maureen in the theater, after he stabs her in the chair and they go over a little bit and they're in the crowd, he stabs her again and then he leans back like he's laughing.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
When he first he stabs her, and it's like he throws his head back in laughter or joy or something. And I just noticed it for the first, and I've seen like 50 times I've seen this film.
Right.
So I was like, no wonder I probably would have figured it was Mickey in that opening scene. You know, after I met the characters, I probably would have thought maybe it was Mickey, but I just noticed that. I didn't like Roseanne because I can't stand Roseanne, but I've heard she was really good in Roseanne.
Yes, we are.
Well,
We do know.
She's
yes,
got good acting chops, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I love about Mickey too? He's like, so what? So vulgar when she says that to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
It's so vulgar.
Yeah.
And I like we
The Billy
finally
that you
had a
talked to this
Ghostface
week?
that had an injury
Billy's a sick.
from the car accident. We finally like they get their asses kicked and they never have a mark on them, which annoys the crap out of me. So he's got this huge welt on his forehead. He basically I lost it. It just zipped through my head. I don't know. I need to answer this though. We're not avoiding the question, Scott.
We're just trying to wrap up.
Ghostface. We're talking about Ghostface in the stream, not Sam, Tara, and Gail and any other sort of relationships. So we're talking about the actors and the Ghostface is, and Kyle's got to get out of here. He's got somewhere else to be. So we're not trying to avoid them. We're just trying to stick to the topic.
And that would be good when we're talking about them specifically. So.
Yeah.
Who's next? Number
Kyle,
2?
you're number 2.
It's Billy. So
Billy.
Yeah. You know what's crazy when they casted Skeet, he looked like a young Johnny Depp in the Nightmare on Elm Street, especially when he comes through.
He kind of did, yeah. He looks kind of hopeless in his audition tape.
Yeah, that I seen that.
He does.
Yeah. But no, you know, Billy, you know, boyfriend of Sid at the time. You know, and so you know, he was pretty, you know, cool, especially when he tries to tell Stu, just be quiet. No one ever said you did, buddy.
Yeah.
Now that we know that they're killers, it makes it more funnier when he says it. So, you know, he played his known boyfriend, and then you realize, you know, after a while, there's some. You think they weren't gonna, you know, reveal it that early. You know, he could have been his boyfriend, especially, you know, when he finds the phone. You're like, well, maybe not. So, but then
right, I thought he was a red herring. I really did. I mean, and really, the fountain scene, we should have known right then that it was them.
Yeah.
Looking back, they tell you right there that it's the two of them.
No one said
I mean, they
did,
handed it to you basically. But the boots, the way they interact with each other, I mean, it was definitely them. And I think, like, what in the hell, you know? But I don't know.
Yeah, and then
like I said, I don't try to figure that stuff out.
But then it's such a good line though. He's like, we all go a little mad sometimes, and he shoots Randy, and you find out he's the killer, and then he finds out that you know her mother had a affair with her dad, and then even Stu's like, what the heck? Looking at him.
You always see that look on his face. He's like,
it just gets dark after this. I'm like, geez,
Yeah.
I got personal.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the scene when he's like, it's good with the safety, whatever he says to Gail, and
yeah.
And then, but what's so crazy though, another happy accident because he had that surgery with his chest. That surgery that he had because he had a metal plate where she was supposed to hit him with the umbrella. So the second time she missed that padding and then hit him. So that's a real scream.
Yeah, that's a real scream. Yeah.
Yes.
That's always.
I'm glad they left that in because it sounds like he's like really into. Obviously, he is really into it. So,
but
if he would have faked it, it probably wouldn't have sounded as good.
But she missed the padding and hit him. And like,
wow. It's not the first time, not the last time Sydney's gave someone who was Ghostface a good whack either.
Right, that's for sure.
In Scream 4, when she hits Ghostface with the picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she gives him a good whack, and she like behind the scenes she apologizes.
Right, but yeah, I just think you know. Skeet did an awesome job as Billy, and then he goes out to get first ever Ghostface gets shot in the head. Not my movie.
For real.
So yeah, that's my number 2 is Billy.
Christopher?
Nice. My number 2, I went Mickey.
Mickey.
We pretty much covered it. Pretty much covered everything with Mickey, but I've always loved that whole part with Mickey, how he always mentions Billy all the time in the third act. When he's like, Billy, he always knew it's about execution.
Right.
Yeah. You're forgetting one thing about Billy Loomis. I fucking killed him.
And it hits him.
Yes. And like we've talked about, he just doesn't overact. It's just Mickey being Mickey. And it's just fun. He's just funny in that third act. It's great.
Right. He's just being that character.
Yeah.
If he were Randy, if Timothy Olyphant were playing Randy, acting like that, it would be overacting. But that's just the way Mickey is. So I thought he's. Have you seen Santa Clarita Diet?
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's on Netflix. You have to watch it, Chris. I know you haven't seen it yet. Or anybody who's listening, you have to, like right now, go watch it. He's in it with Drew Barrymore. It is absolutely hilarious. Like laugh out loud funny.
He's also in the Deadwood series and and Justified and so many other things. And he's
so
awesome.
Funny.
Yeah, I was talking to Shell the other day. I think it was Justified I was watching was it was a thing with him and Walton Goggins.
Yes, Walton Goggins. Yeah. That guy's talented too.
He is.
Yeah, he's like Ted Bundy, Scott. He's like the good-looking guy. He was actually on Law and Order Los Angeles that didn't even make it a full season, but yes, he was. He and Megan Boone from The Blacklist.
Timmy Olyphant also played a good villain in the 4th Die Hard.
He did.
That's the best thing about that movie.
I agree.
Killer. I don't know who that is.
But there is two versions of Die Hard 4. There's a PG version and then like a 4 whatever it's supposed to be, MA.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Because in the PG one, Bruce Willis doesn't do the whole yippee-ki-yay motherfucker. Or in the R-rated version, one or whatever it is, he does.
Ryan's top 3 are Stu, Billy, and then Mickey. Good choices. Good
awesome.
Choices.
All right, number 1.
Number 1.
Okay. Roman.
Sweet.
I appreciate that the movie was filmed with the idea of having 2 killers, but I think Roman was a great Ghostface. How he interacted with everybody. He was funny. Like you mentioned the scene with the trophy. How is this not a message or whatever he says?
Yeah.
When he's talking to Milton, how he says, oh, do you think it'll help me get work?
Yeah.
And he would just, and he kind of slides it in, and that's Scott Foley. He's stoically funny. Like he doesn't make you laugh out loud, but he makes you like think, did he just say that?
Yeah.
Kind of funny, And the end, that is the most brutalized Sid has been in any film.
Right.
The final act in 3. He kicks the ever-loving shit out of her. Obviously, she kicks it right back. But like the way he tricks her, lose when she says lose something, he says found something because he got Kincaid's gun. The interaction with them, they were fighting as if they've known each other their whole lives.
Yeah.
And they literally met 3 minutes ago.
And
it was so good though. So good. I think he was excellent.
And not knowing that she actually had armor on her.
Yes. Yep. Assuming he outsmarted her by wearing a vest.
So she just outsmarted you, not really knowing it.
Yeah, and the part where this is more of a Sid part, but when she calls him, they're about to call each other, and his phone rings, and she stabs him in the back with that ice chopper.
The ice pick.
That hurts.
Yeah,
that hurts.
Right.
Yeah, I think that whole third act, I think it's my favorite. It's a great scene.
Carl,
what's your
number 1?
Obviously, my number 1 is Stu Macher. Because Skate played more serious. Where Wes seen something special in Matthew. he can play funny. He could be psychotic. He could be your friend, but he could also turn on you at any minute.
Yeah.
And Matthew brought all those things, and yes, and I think someday Matthew will win a Academy Award, like Wes said. But Matthew, Stu played, especially this scene. He stole the show in every single scene he was in. I thought, in my opinion, especially
it was
leave her
exceptional.
alone, leave her. It was a joke.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, it was. But no, the scene I always loved in the View store. I don't know why.
Video store. That's a great scene.
It's such amazing.
That's a great chemistry between he and Jamie Kennedy.
You'll see a little bit about that in a minute.
Especially how he reacts.
I think it's her pops, man. Why can't they find her pops?
Pops.
Yeah.
Why she's going to choose you, and he's like, oh, he does that laugh.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I don't. But
because
then,
he's probably dead.
And then he really turns it on in the kitchen scene. We'll be right back. This is a scream, baby. We'll be right back.
Yes.
When he goes to get Dad, he goes through the closet with his arms back. We'll be right back.
Oh, you're the longer version.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, give me. I think I'm dying here, man."
Yeah.
And then, of course, he improvises to the line when he gets hit with the phone, of course. And then, and then Stu's like, "I always had a thing for you, Sid, in your dreams on that TV." And there we go.
Yes.
But no, Stu is awesome.
I'm the same. Stu is my number one as well.
Obviously, you're wearing the robe, Chris.
Yes, as we'll talk about, he just got some. He's just got some great liners in it, and obviously you get in the way you get stabbed and that type of stuff, and like sort of Shell talked about earlier with I think it was Mickey, just that whole part when he stabs Billy, and he's just got that whole sort of like laugh that he enjoyed getting something on him,
and then really just push Billy.
Yeah.
I did it, Stu.
Yeah.
I think they both had the idea that they were going to take the other one out.
Yeah.
So that they were the survivor, even though, the plan was that they were going to survive, the two of them. I don't think that was the actual plan in their minds. I think they were definitely going to take each other out.
Yeah.
These days,
in theory, one of them would live.
Yeah. These days, you got to have a sequel before you get stabbed.
You got to have a sequel, baby. So funny.
So that's our Ghostface ranking. So surprise, we were all very different.
Which made it fun.
Yeah,
makes it fun actually that way.
Yeah.
Like a couple of them were one off, like somebody would say one, and then would be the next one. But overall, we were all very different with our ranking, which was great.
Mm-hmm. Me and Shao did match
everybody
for
free. Everybody had good reasons as to why, explaining why.
Yeah.
It wasn't just well, I hated her.
Yeah.
I hate Jill. I hate Jill, but that's not why I put her at number 9 or whatever she was. We explained really well, and that was good.
Yeah, I always want to explain why I say it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Great ranking, everyone. So that's the end of our stream. Me and Shell will be back live tomorrow night. We have a double feature. We are finishing off the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. So we've got Leatherface to go and 2022. Shell's really excited for that, as you can see.
Super excited. Billy's mother.
We've also got the housemate.
Didn't see that coming, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's it. Didn't see that coming, did you?
We also got the housemaid coming up because our watch party we're doing on Saturday. But Kyle's going to join us again on Monday night when we're doing our our Scream character ranking. So come and join us for that one.
That's going to be a long one.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Scott,
I just thought about that.
Come back with your questions, please, next time.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're rushing because Kyle has to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited to watch them, Ryan.
I can't wait to watch them. So like we said, we're sorry we have to.
Two.
Yeah, sorry. Well, that's only because we're doing the housemaid. That's the only reason why we're doing the double. So And obviously, we got to
I'm
have
excited
to
to
put
watch the housemate again.
we had to put the replacement before the Super Bowl as well. So, like we said, sorry we had to rush everyone tonight, but Kyle's got to go to another stream. So, thanks for joining us, and we will see you.
I see you
We'll see you
eyeing the
soon.
first piece.
Shush.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Date with Kylie.
Yeah.
Kylie's
Bye,
on
everybody.
Broadway right now.
Bye.
Another beer, you want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. You see?
No, not at all. I don't.
No.
I did it backwards. No, I don't. Not at all. So funny.
Great stream, everybody.
Very nice. Who are you with tonight, Kyle? I forget.
Destination.
I'm not sure if I follow them. Yeah, I'm not sure if I follow them. I'll have to go find it.
Are you still live? We're still live, you know.
No. No.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
You are still.
Oh, we are?